Did y'all know that there's a war going on right now kind of between Target and Costco? There's a whole story to it if you want to look on TikTok. There's a lot. It's all political. But anyway, I don't have a Costco where I live. So I said to my chat GPT out this morning, I said, chat GPT, where's the closest Costco to me? And she told me that there's one in Ridgeland, Mississippi, which is the Jackson area. It's about 90 miles from me. And I had just come in from feeding the birds and filling all the bird baths up. And it's a gorgeous day outside. And I'd said to my husband, he was on the other side of the couch and he was playing the guitar. And I said, you know, there's some things I want to do in Jackson. I've got a pair of shoes at a store that they ordered. Well, they didn't order. Anyway, I bought them over the phone and they're ready for me to pick up. And a couple of other stores I want to pop in. And so I said to him, I said, one day let's ride over to Jackson. I want to check out Costco. And there's a couple things I want to do over there. And he's over there playing the guitar and he says to me, you want to go today? And I said, really? And he said, sure. Because that's the kind of guy he is. And I said, okay. So there's a restaurant we love to eat at, but it's never open for lunch, only for dinner. It's called Ely's. Delicious. So we're going to go over today and pop in a few places, check out Costco. I'm going to pick up the shoes. We're going to check and see if his watch is back from the shop. And maybe I'll video a little bit while I'm there. But before we leave, I'm going to do an over 50 OOTD. This is today's outfit of the day, and there's a little bit of a story behind it. First of all, from head to toe, I'm trying out, you know, I don't like a primer, don't like a makeup primer, and I'm trying out the e.l.f. sticky primer, and so far, I don't love it. I'm just telling you, I think it gave me a much heavier makeup look than I like, especially just for a Saturday knocking around. But I did film an eyebrow tutorial, how I do the stencil and then tweeze my eyebrows. And I did a little bit of the nose contour in the same video. So that is uploading as I speak. But I do think this overall makeup look is too heavy for me. And I think it's because of that e.l.f. sticky primer. And I never use a primer, so I'm probably going to nix that product. But anyway, I wanted to let you know why I kind of look like I'm going on stage on Broadway to do a performance with all this heavy makeup. Okay, so the earring today is the Mississippi Snowball earring. The lip is Merle Norman Spiced Rose. I'm going to go in Merle Norman while I'm in Jackson today, and I'm going to see if I can find a Merle Norman brand middle light pink and gloss that I love, so I can do an entire Merle Norman lip. Clean that up a little bit. Okay, so we can do an all Merle Norman, and I can do a video about that. The shirt of the day is a J.Crew. It's what they call a popover, which just means it doesn't button all the way up. It buttons from here up. And I did the fashion tape again today so that I could do this a little more stylish, not a complete roll up. It's just a fold. And this middle button here is unbuttoned. So I've got the appearance of like a big French cuff kind of a thing, but it's not hanging down, it's not in my way. And you can still see my bracelet stack. My bracelet stack is a mix of Premier, J.Crew, Stella & Dot, fine jewelry, and a Premier bangle that my husband gave me. And I've got this Waxing Poetic spinner charm on it today. This is a very old Stella & Dot adjustable ring. And then I've got my Pandora bracelet. Love Pandora, building that. And I got my ring pack from the shop. And what they did is they made a ring guard for me. So they took my two bands and made me a ring guard so that when I pop my engagement part of my ring in there, it doesn't spin around and it stays on my hand. Isn't that beautiful? Didn't my husband do a good job? He did a great job. And they polished it all up for me. So it really looks brand new. So I'm so happy about that. Now let's talk about the pants. The brand of these pants, I've shown these before. They're Charlie B. They were purchased at Quarter Century in Laurel, Mississippi. Shout out to Leslie at Quarter Century. I did have a different pair of pants on, y'all. The pants I had on were my crop J.Crew that I got thrifting over in New Orleans with my son. And sadly, they have some big spot right here. Looks like maybe I sprayed it with some Dawn or something, you know, to get a spot of grease out. I don't know, but it's all discolored. And I'm very sad about it because I love those pants. I know they were only $7 or $8, but I'm going to try to see if I can wash them again and see if that'll come out. It looks like a water stain, and it makes me very, very sad because I love them. Oh, I'm sadder over an $8 pair of pants than I was something would be something else. But anyway, these are the Charlie B coated. I'm sure that on a normal height person, they're a crop, but they're a coated, very stretchy. Okay, so we can kick and stretch. Very, very comfortable, and these, you know, were a good replacement for the J.Crew because they're similar in color. Let's talk about the shoe of the day. The shoe of the day, finally, she's getting an opportunity to get worn. This is the Tory Burch loafer that I've had 100 years. Love it. You can see how little they've been worn, not very much. And I'm choosing primarily these because I never get to wear them. But also, I say never get to wear them. It's just that they don't seem to be the right shoe for many outfits that I wear. And I don't love a closed-toe shoe generally. But I wanted a little bit of a heel, but I didn't want a super high heel. A flat hurts this weird bone in my foot because I'm 52. And because I chose these pants as a substitute, these metallic studs here I thought were a good match. You see that? I thought those were a good match for my pants today. And let's talk about the bag of the day. One moment. The bag of the day is the Marc Jacobs The Tote, and I don't know the name of this color, but it's like a beige color. And I put a fun scarf on here today. I didn't want a scarf up here on my neck because I'm not that dressy today. It's a Saturday and I'm just knocking around. And this is the Marc Jacobs tote in the medium size, and you can wear this crossbody. Okay, so if I need my hands free, I've got my hands free. Or I can just carry it by hand or in the crook of my arm. And this is a beautiful Hermes scarf. I'm sorry, I don't know the name of this design, but it has really beautiful colors in it. And it's, Alexa, what is the temperature?
Right now, it's 65 degrees.
65 degrees, but it feels warmer than that outside.
Expect a low of 13
Alexa, stop.
degrees.
So I know I just made all y'all's Alexas go off, and I'm sorry about that. But anyway, this is the outfit of the day. And I'm so excited. We're having an unexpected trip over to Jackson, a little romantic road trip, and we're going to have a yummy dinner tonight over at Ely's. So for an impromptu trip, it's important to dress up, y'all. It'll make you feel better. Really, it will.